welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us here in the Watchtower with Blaze Purple are the mighty Superzeroes. Are you there, guys?
Hello.
Sounds to me like everybody is in the house, and as I zoom out, will you have a look at this? This is amazing. There's definitely a theme going on here. I think we need to have a chat with our event manager here, our master of ceremonies, Luminescent. Hello to you, sir.
Hello there.
Now, I'm guessing that there's definitely a theme. I'm seeing a lot of red and yellows and golds. I'm getting a bit suspicious that this looks like it's got something to do with the Flash. What is going on?
It is a day in Central City. Everybody is going to dress up as all the Flash characters. Flash, Professor Zoom, his friends, and this idea was inspired to me by Kazin, our favorite kitty cat, who's not a kitty right now.
Kitty cat. Hang on, where's Kazin? There he is. Look, here he is. Are you, what on earth? You're wearing old school Flash stuff, aren't you? Hello, Kazin.
Yep, the original Flash, Jay Garrett.
That is really, really cool. Look at that. Do you know what? We're getting a close-up of you, and you've got clothes on today, so that's always a good start. So how long did it take you to make this particular costume, Kazin?
Yeah, maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
So did you already have all the pieces?
Yes.
Alright, that looks really, really good. And we'll talk to you in just a second as well about today's event. And I can see right, look at this, hogging the camera as always. Darling Spore, hello to you.
Hello, and I'm never hogging the camera just likes me.
Oh, what do you reckon, guys? I'd say she's right.
She is
We like her.
You're looking very retro-tastic today. What's happening with you today?
Well, I'm not a hero, I'm a runner today for CC.
Runner for CC. Now that brings up something that I've keep hearing today, and you know what, Chulma, you were talking about going into CC. CC, of course, stands for Central City. Now, Kazin, tell us about Central City. What's its background, and like who can get in there if you're playing the game?
Well, Central City is the home of Flash, Barry Allen, and to get in there you have to have the Lightning Strikes DLC and a combat rating of 53.
Oh, okay, hang on, let's see. I've definitely got a combat rating of that, I think. Let's have a look. If we go into my inventory here, have a look at my stats, and oh, look at that! I actually do have 53. That's amazing. Alright, so that's definitely one of the criteria ticked off. And the other one is DLC. Which DLC pack was it again, Kazing?
Lightning Strikes.
Lightning Strikes, okay, well, I'm a legendary player in terms of my subscription. I don't think I'm very legendary with my skills, but I definitely am a legendary subscriber, and if you guys are watching...
You're legendary on YouTube.
And that you will have that pack as well. Actually, speaking of Chulma, if you're not a subscriber, is it possible to gain entrance to Central City?
Well, you have to buy the DLC, but if you mean just go inside there anytime, no.
Okay, so that's a good point. You can still buy the DLC even if you're not a full-on monthly subscriber, right?
Exactly.
Correct.
Alright, sounds good to me. Okay, so who can explain what we're actually going to do once we get in there? I presume we're going to try and find our way there, Kazin. In fact, how do you get to Central City? Is it a teleporter or something like that?
There's a teleporter right off here to the right of us that takes us straight to Central City.
Okay, that is handy and perfect. That's good. And once we get inside there, Kazin, what sort of things can we expect? Like, are there missions to do? What happens?
There's a right by the entrance. There's about 5 or 6 missions that are dailies that you can pick up.
Oh, okay, that's good. And by the way, what's the rewards? So once we get inside and do those, Kazin, what sort of rewards are we like? Are they tokens? Is it money? What can we expect?
Yeah, the rewards are marks of momentum, or MOMs as we call them.
Mums. Okay. And what do you use marks of momentum for?
You can buy gear and weapons in Central City, which are really high level 62 item.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good.
Kind of like what I'm wearing.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're looking a bit flash there, pardon the pun. Anyway, so Luma, what have you got on there? Is that the gear that you can buy with this currency?
Yep, this is the entire Central City gear, and if it activates,
whoa,
which it doesn't, then this is the trinket.
Oh, well, it went all sparkly for me on my screen. That was amazing. Okay, so that's what we've got to look forward to if we do this. So, actually, Darling Spore, I presume you're a bit of a regular in Central City, are you?
I am.
So, is this something that you'd go and do daily? Because I heard Kazin talking about dailies before. If we do that daily, that's the way of building up this particular type of currency, is that right?
It's correct, yeah. It resets every day, so potentially if you do it every day, you get more moms to get more gear.
More mums. You know what? We all like more mums. By the way, just out of the corner of my eye here, I can see our Naturel. Are you there, mate?
Yep.
How's it going there? You are also looking a little bit retro-tastic today there, standing next to Phoenix Magician. Tell us about your outfit.
Well, today I'm inspired by Golden Glider, which is Captain Cold's sister, I think.
Oh, okay. In fact, I think I saw Captain Cold around here. In fact, just standing in front of me. Is that right? Blue bike there. Looks like they're...
Yep.
Yeah, Captain Cold. So there we go. You've definitely got a partner there. Look at everybody, by the way, folks. You can see here, everyone's...
Actually, he's Heatwave.
Oh, Heatwave, really? Okay, well, that's the complete opposite of Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Ultra Amazon in the front there. Zazap, hello. Are you here, Zazap?
Yes, I am.
Now, you're looking absolutely fantastic. Who are you channeling today?
Nobody specific, just Flash inspired.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that is a great... That looks like a really unique... You know what? That actually looks like a new superhero, if you ask me. That's a great costume there. How did you get the actual Flash symbols on it? Because I presume it's just a basic spandex suit or something like that. Tell us about your costume.
Actually, yeah, the chest and the legs are the lightning that you can get from the character creator.
Ah, okay, there you go. How's that? So the most basic of suits, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Do you know what, folks? We'd love to stick around and say hello to everybody here, but today we're on a bit of a tight time schedule. We've got to get ourselves into Central City. So, Kazin, what can we expect to see next? We're going to go head over to the teleporter and meet up with everyone in Central City. Will that be right?
Yep, that'd be good.
Alright, so that's what we're going to do, folks. In the meantime, have a good look around. In fact, there's someone else we'll quickly say hello to before we head off. Fair Blitz, hello to you.
Hello.
Now, who are you? You've got some retro... Everyone's retro today. You guys know how much I love my retro. Explain yourself today. What's your costume?
I'm dressed as another member of the Rose called Magenta.
Oh, Magenta. So hang on. In my books, that's purple, right?
Yep.
There we go. Alright, good stuff. That looks really nice. Is that just white, or is that grey you've got on there?
It's just white, with a purple cape and a blue area.
Yeah, that looks really cool, by the way. And look at that Mind Blaster over there in gold. Gosh, everyone's made such an amazing effort. Just reminding you guys, by the way, if you'd like to be part of these events, all you need to do is come along and sign up to join the Superzeroes, and you can do that in the link right down below in the description. In the meantime, we're going to get out of here, say goodbye to the Superzeroes, and we'll meet you guys in Central City very shortly.
Bye.
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 And here we are, folks. This is Central City. This is my very first time here in Central City. First things first, let's have a look at the map. And if we zoom out, you can see, yeah, it's a very large area. Oh my god. Kazin, how big is this compared to, say, Gotham or Metropolis?
It's not that big at all. It looks big, but it's actually maybe just 2 blocks square around the museum.
Oh, okay, so that's a bit of an illusion there. Alright, that's not so bad. So that means that you don't have to have a lot of time, I guess, when you come in here. But again, this is our first time in here, and darling Spore, there's a sea of quests everywhere. It's okay. Good lord, do I have to pick all of these up, and are they all dailies?
Yes, you have to pick all of them up, and they are all dailies.
Oh my god. Okay, we're going to have our work cut out for us in here. Alright, so we've formed ourselves a raid group here, by the way. And we've got, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and myself. And Kazin, why have we formed a raid group?
It helps with the bounties and the cork and some of the other missions.
Okay, alright, so I guess, look, we're going to sort of bite off little chunks of this as we go, because it looks like there's a lot to do in here. First things first, I'm going to head over to the Flash over here, because he's got a great big green question mark, and we'll have a chat to him and see what he's got to say. Here we go.
Thanks for coming. Things have gotten crazy fast. Someone is using the Speed Force to tamper with my timeline. It's creating infinite paradoxes that are tearing down the dimensional barriers. Ruptures in the Speed Force are appearing everywhere. The poor citizens here came out to show their support for us heroes, and now they're being infected with extremely unstable Speed Force energy. We've got to do something quickly, or it's gonna burn them up. Hey, I think I have an idea.
Whoa, okay, so that was a bit of an introduction. Let's press J to access our journal. Gosh, I have so many quests.
You may have to talk to him again.
Yeah, I think so. He's definitely got a quest marker above his head. Okay, well, we'll do that. Let's have a chat to him again.
I can vibrate your molecules to tap into the ambient Speed Force. This ought to give you a boost and help you slow down those over-energized citizens and get them to safety. Just run alongside them, and the energy will be drawn away from them and into you. Good luck.
Alright, here we go. The people of Central City have been affected by the rupture in the speed force. They can't stop running in hyperspeed. Uh-oh. Help them slow down before the energy burns them up. And you can see our objectives here, folks. The flash can vibrate your molecules. Oh, I've always wanted my molecules vibrated. To tap into the ambient speed force, return to him if it wears off. And we have to use our borrowed speed force energy to slow down the civilians. And there we go. The mums that everyone's talking about there. Marks of momentum is what we will get. Okay, so how do I know, by the way, Darling Sport, if I've got the speed?
If you look around, you see how a lot of people have like kind of orange clothes about them. If you go ahead and hit F, which would be your choice of flight or whatever, you'll be able to move really fast.
Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna get like motion sickness. You guys know I'm not used to this speed mode. That is amazing. Look at everyone running around like the Flash. That is fantastic. Okay, so what's next here? Kazin, I'm in your group. We're in a group. What can we do, and how do we actually find these folks?
The runners are actually around this courtyard in front of the museum. You'll see the guys that be talking about that they can't stop, and they don't.
Oh, there they go. Okay, I can see them. They're running around. Now, what about these Paradox Reapers that are here? Can I safely ignore them?
Yeah, you can ignore them now. They won't mess with you while you're in super speed mode.
Okay, that's good. I'm chasing one of these people here, one of the runners. I mean, do I have to do anything?
Yeah, you have to run beside them for as long as possible, and you'll absorb their speed force, and then they'll stop running, and then you'll get a point for it.
Oh, okay, so I can see that our ticker here has gone up to 4 out of 8. Is that because the rest of the guys and the gals in our group here are doing it as well?
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh, okay. By the way, folks, yes, in our group we've got Chilma, we've got Living Dusk, we've got good old Darling Spore, we've got Fair Blitz, Zazap, we've got Our Natural, and we've got, of course, Kazin. So how are we going, guys? 5 out of 8. I think I've only got one of them done. I'm not very good at
I
this.
haven't captured anyone.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't caught anyone yet.
Haven't you? Fair Blitz, how often do you do these? Do you do this on a daily basis?
I don't usually do it daily, just every now and then when I want some new gear from here.
Right, that's a good
I usually come to Central City, and this is all I do is just the runners.
Alright, yes, you're kind of famous in the league, I think, Kazin, for doing these runners, by the way. Now, Our Natural, what about you? Do you come here often?
I only do the runners if Kazin's in the group.
There we go. What about you, Zazap?
I'm chasing somebody and I can't catch them.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's like a little mini game, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I got someone. Okay, so now
I'm going to chase Darling Spore.
We always do.
What about you, darling? Are you here all the time? Do you come here often?
I used to. Now I mostly am in gates.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, especially for someone like me, this is all new and this is lots of fun. I see that there we go. We're done. Hit J to access your journal. Let's have a read of that. And of course, it's great doing it in a group. Here we go. Can't stop. And we are done. Let's hit complete and see what happens.
Really?
Yay. Okay, so I'm guessing that I already have my little marks. Whereabouts, guys, do I go if I want to see if I actually got my currency rewards?
In the regular currency tab where your money and other marks are at.
There we go, currency, and I'm looking for MOM. There we go, mark of momentum. I have 2. And by the way, I can see over here beside me, there's a shop, a souvenir shop. Is this where you actually buy the gear from Fair Blitz?
Yes, it is. And if you're a tank, you'll be wanting this box here.
Okay, all right, I'm definitely... Oh, no, quickly. Shush, quickly. Yeah, that's very funny, by the way. Quickly. Yeah, anyway. Okay, let's have a look in this box. See what we got here. Okay, so a lot of this is red. Is that because... Oh, look at this. So 65... Gosh, is that saying that it's 65 Fair Blitz? That's the actual amount of marks that I need, is it?
Yep, for that one piece.
Whoa, okay, that is amazing. Let's have a look at a preview, folks, so we can see what it looks like. Alright, it looks pretty flash. Oh dear, the puns are going everywhere today. Okay, so, Darling Spore, now that I've actually done that quest, I can see we've got 3 quests just over here. No, 4 quests just over here. Do I want to pick up these next, or one of them, or what's your recommendation?
Well, usually when I come in CC, I'll pick up all the quests at the same time. This one right over here is the bounties.
Yeah, there's actually Abra is up by the entrance, so we can all go do Abra right now while he's up.
Okay, so it says, yeah, nefarious villains. I'm going to accept that. And
This will give you a lot of quests.
really? Oh gosh, okay. Oh god, oh man. Okay, so defeat Professor Zoom, Weather Wizard, Abra Kadabra, the Trickster, the Pied Piper, Heatwave, Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, and the Top. Is this all the same? What's that? Ruptures in the Speed Force. Close down as many of them as you can. Is that another quest again? Accept that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good lord. Okay, let's have a look and see what Neutron has got.
Please tell me you're my backup. I'm in charge of security here, and I'm severely understaffed.
So
Massive
more ruptures sealed? Is that right? There we go.
This one here that Neutron gives to you is to do one big rupture.
Oh, okay, alright. And then I've got Paradox Reapers here, which is the Paradox Reapers in the area can provide Star Labs with energy that might help them research a way to... So it's all about sealing these ruptures if she would shut the heck up. Now, there's also, darling, over here, outside this building here, outside the coffee shop, there's a Stars Labs. Yeah, here. Do I need to pick this one up as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, let's do that.
As
Gosh,
you can see,
so much
Central
content.
City is being attacked by these paradoxes.
Seems like a lot, but it's really not that much.
Working on
Okay.
finding a way to stop.
Especially when you have a raid.
Alright, this is good. Store large amounts of Speed Force energy, slowing down and capturing them. Oh gosh, is this more runners?
No, the runners are just one thing.
These are infiltrators. They're on the other side of where we're at right now. Pretty much what we gotta do is beat them down, put them in a little bubble, and then put them in a teleport thing.
How long
Abra's
would it
been
actually
started.
take?
Abra just got started.
Oh, really? So
If you dash over here, you might get him.
Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. There's Abra. Okay, let's do it. So this is for the bounty board, right?
Yeah, this
This is
is
one
a
of them.
bounty.
Alright, here we go, folks. This is good. And I'm guessing, by the way, Zap, these bounties are they random spawns, or can you get all of them in one session?
I believe you can get them all.
Oh, really? So once...
They each we can get Abra and Zoom in Central City, and they have like 4, 5, 6 random spots they can spawn at.
Hang on, I noticed that you said they're in Central City. What does that mean? Does it mean that the bounties, some of the bounties on this board are actually elsewhere?
Yeah, just Zoom and Abra are in Central City. All the rest are in the open world in Metropolis and Gotham.
Oh, okay, so you don't have to have them all here. Okay, right, that makes sense. Press J to access your journal. Let's have a look here, see what we completed. Whoa, okay, there's a whole bunch here. Wanted Metropolis villains. I don't know why that's saying complete, but it is. Maybe these are old quests or something. Let's quickly get rid of all of these. Rally up. Wow, okay, that's an old one. Now, by the way, folks, when I logged in here, I had to reset all of my skills. Have some of these quests reset or something? Because I've got a whole bunch of quests that have popped up. Anyone had that happen to them before?
Well, you
Nope.
probably got a lot of new quests since you turned level 53. You're eligible to a lot of other content, so maybe that's what some of that is.
Maybe. We're just quickly closing off all these quests, folks. You can see here, and by the way, one of them is Wanted Abra Kadabra. There you go. You can see we get some marks of momentum, some moms. Complete a lightning strikes, or oh, what's that? Complete a lightning strikes bounty. Got ourselves a feat there as well. This is definitely a lot of fun. And Gotham villains. There we go. Let's go in and have a look and see how many mums I've got now. I now have three marks of momentum. So I'm slowly getting there in terms of needing 65 for the gear. All right. So let's see. Darling Spore. What should we do next? We've done one of those. I can see we've got a whole bunch of quests here. What's nearby?
Well, the infiltrators are just down the street.
All right. Let's do it. Following you and Kazin. Now I see, by the way, that flash buff has worn off. Can you go back and get that even if you're not on the quest?
No, you have to have the quest available, and then you'll get the speed boost after you complete it. Then, it goes away.
All right, now I'm seeing people. Oh no, these machines over here that are usable. I presume I want to use these here.
Yeah, you don't really gotta mess with this.
Oh, okay.
What it does is stuns them a little bit, but usually it takes more time stunning them than...
Oh, then actually beating them down.
You're gonna try to beat down the infiltrators, and then if, like right now I'm carrying one that's in a ball, and you're gonna want to carry them to the other side of the street and put them in that little tiny warp.
Okay, we're gonna follow you just so we can see how it works, and then we'll give it a go ourselves. Okay, so that wasn't far away. Oh, look at that, we got some loot pop up as well. Here we go, that's a shotgun, we'll pass on that. All right, so let's have a go at this ourselves, folks. See if we can find one. Here's a Reaper.
We want the infiltrators, not the Reapers.
Infiltrators. Okay.
We do need the Reapers for a different quest.
Okay,
Yeah, the
so we'll
Paradox
go-
Reapers are the ones you're gonna want to look at. Paradox Reaper Infiltrator.
Okay, there's an infiltrator. Come here, you. Alright, so now
Here's one over here by Kazin.
Oh, we've got one here. There we go, there's the ball. Let's go. And Gold Dust. Gold Dust grabbed that one. Thank you, Gold Dust. Let's try another one.
He didn't quite successfully make it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's alright.
Yeah.
Another one over here. There's our natural next to him. Let's see if we can grab this one. There we go. Oh, getting interrupted. Thank you, Our Natural, defending me there. And look at that, folks. It's the familiar interface. Oh, and we're grounded as well. Now, by the way,
Yeah,
guys,
you're grounded as long as you pick those things up.
Oh, I see. Now, speaking of you, Chilman. Oh, now hang on a minute. What happened there, darling? I tried to run all the way, but I dropped it again. Do you have to try and avoid everybody, do you?
Yeah, if you get hit, they'll make you drop it, then you have to fight them again.
Wow.
Yeah, they do have a timer on them too, so you can't quite take your time carrying them.
Right, okay, but you can't activate movement mode, though, or anything like that.
No.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so I think capture Paradox Infiltrators, we're 9, and look at that, we've got a journal come up. Speed Trap is done. That is another 2 marks of momentum. Gosh, this is a lot of fun and a lot of content in here. And of course, even though we've got this group of Superzeroes, you can see we've got the whole rest of the Superzeroes who could make it in here as well. So they're all helping us out in their own way, and thank you very much, guys. There's a whole bunch of loots that we're picking up. Right now, I have to also return to a Star Labs scientist, apparently. Is that for another quest that we've already...
Yeah, it's a second part of a quest.
Okay.
That was for the Reapers that we killed.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess we should do that. Let's go back there now that we're done in this area. And look at that, there's a Flash Museum. Do you know what I'd love? I'd love you to be able to actually go inside that Flash Museum. I'm guessing that you can't, right?
No, you cannot.
That
But if
would
the
be
developers
awesome.
are listening to us, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that
He
would be
Sambonz
great.
words.
Hi, darling. Hello. Hello.
Sense a raid or a new alert coming up in the Flash Museum.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That sounds good to me. Jack Turnbull, that's a great outfit you've got on there, looking all blue. That is amazing. What is that? Is there actually a blue Flash?
There is from the Blackest Night comic series.
Oh, yes.
Where Flash gets a blue lantern ring.
That's cool, and of course you got your blue aura there as well. That is awesome. Okay, darling, so I'm looking here. I've got an objective that says seal small ruptures. I can see lots of objectives here. What do you think we should do next?
Seal small ruptures.
Sorry guys, Cork is up.
Oh, great. Lead us to them. Who can take me there, Zap? Do you know where they are, darling? Who can take us to where that is?
Follow me.
Cork is at the north of the museum.
North?
Yeah,
Right by the
behind
bridge.
museum.
Okay, by the bridge. Of course, I have no clue where the bridge is.
Under the bridge.
There's the bridge is north. As long as you go north, you will run into it.
Okay, here we
Big
go. Let's
overpass.
head north, and this is so Flash inspired, by the way. There's balloons with the Flash symbol on it. Everything. Okay, here's a bridge, I think.
It's a long one.
Yep, that's a very long bridge. And who are we looking for?
A rather large portal-y thing.
Oh yeah, there's a
Oh, there it is.
portaling. Am I in the right place? I think so.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Alright, so is there something we should be attacking now?
Or wait for your group.
Because all I can see is a bunch of encased meta-humans, and that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna want to attack those in the relays, like Living Dusk is doing.
Okay.
And also the eventual Paradox Reapers that come and attack. After they're all gone, we'll fight a giant Paradox Reaper Guardian and have to steal him away.
Whoa, okay, that sounds good. And I think Darling Spore, that's what you were talking about earlier. Alright, this is great. Now, by the way, folks, do you have to be in a raid group? Like, let's say, for example, I can see La Fée Verte over there. And by the way, hello to you today, sir.
Hello.
Hello, now I can see you're over there, and you're not in our raid group. But are you still going to be able to participate in this?
I can help.
Alright, sounds good. So there you go, folks.
You have to be in a raid group to actually kill this and get credit for it.
Right, okay, but I guess if you're not in the raid group, you could still participate, but just not get credit. Is that how it works?
Right, yeah, you may not get the mark of momentum for it.
Right.
It's determined by, I guess, how much damage you do, and if you're individual, you won't do enough damage.
Right. Now, why were there a whole bunch of use symbols on the ground just before?
Those were just little things that we had to pick up and bring to little areas.
Ah, okay.
Just part of the cork.
Yeah, this is the Reaper Prime. The guy I was talking about.
Prime's up right now.
Oh, yeah, he's up. So we just all beat up this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, sounds good to me. Now, who can tell me? Maybe we'll ask somebody like... Who can we ask? Maybe Our Natural, you might know. How long has this content actually been in the game, do you know?
Well, it was about 3 months after the first DLC came out.
Oh, okay, alright.
I think around January,
Okay, so it's
February,
been
somewhere.
a while. And by
Yeah, I
the
think
way,
it's December.
well, you can see it got a achievement there, and I actually got a Steam achievement as well that popped up, so that's very cool. So well done, Blaze Purple, and we did it. Great job, guys. Let's have a look in the journal here and put a cork in it. There we go.
I got a lockbox.
There we are, and let's have a look and see how many moms we've got now. I now have 6. Gosh, we've been in here, 20 minutes, and I've already got 6 marks of momentum. This is great. All right, I think we've got about enough time to do, I think one more thing. Yeah, definitely one more activity. Kazin, if we had one more thing that we could do, what would you recommend?
Probably to seal the small ruptures.
All right,
those are on the flash
close to where the runners are at.
All right, I'm going to be following our mighty Superzeroes here. It looks like they're heading off to the right. This is a very cool looking area, by the way. I love it. Look at all the balloons everywhere. So if we...
Yeah, Abra's up again.
Abra's up.
Same person we killed
we've already done Abra, haven't we? I think.
Yep.
Up by the front where we did the runners at.
Okay, so I'm going into the central area, basically.
Yep.
They're all on the flash statue.
Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. So they're the U's, and I guess the Paradox Reapers are going to try and interrupt us this time, right?
Yep.
Usually if you're in a group, it's good for one person to distract the Reapers and the other one to close the portal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Total sense.
So we could all distract the Reapers while you close the portal.
I like that idea. There we go. There's one down. Good job, guys. Now,
the thing about these is, if you seal one of the ruptures, it will kill any nearby Reapers.
Oh, excellent. Double-edged sword there for the Reapers.
Actually, I think it only kills the one that's attached to that
that's
portal.
Closest to it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Any DPS coming out, of course, is going to be handy. Now, by the way, folks, who can tell me, maybe Kazin, and let's pass on that loot there. Kazin, is there a level requirement for this? I mean, we know that there's a DLC requirement, quite obviously. But what if I had the DLC and I was, say, level 10 or something? Could I come here?
No, you have to have a combat rating of 53 to be able to enter.
Okay, so by default, therefore, having a combat rating of 53 ain't going to happen if you're level 10, is it?
Nope.
No way.
No, sir, they say. Alright, so now how many of these rift things do we have to seal, and how do we know if we've done enough?
You have to seal 10, and a little on your journal, it'll pop up stating that, you've completed it.
Same for everything else.
Sounds good. Nothing's coming up, although let's have a look in our journal. Oh, Paradox Reapers. What's this one? Return to the...
Did you talk to the lady?
Did you return to the scientist?
Maybe I did. Let's have a look. Yep, so that's all done. Alright, so I've got no other completed quests yet, so I guess we're still waiting to seal more rifts, or else it would have popped up, or is that right?
You sure you return to the scientist? If you come back over here, then this person might have a question mark above her head.
Alright, so go back to the quest area.
Yeah, if that girl has a question mark over her head, then that means you didn't speak to her again.
Oh, okay, let's go have a look. No question marks around here. Nothing for us to hand in.
Did you collect all those circular thingies?
What do you mean? I think so.
There are small circles that have question marks in them. Those are the energy. Once you have 10 of those, you'll be able to talk to her.
Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find these little small circles.
They usually come from killing Paradox Reapers.
Yep, so the little yellow energy fields here?
Yeah.
Alright, so none of them have any use icons, so I guess that I'm done. Yeah.
I guess.
In your journal, does it say that you completed another part or another mission?
No completed quests. Maybe I completed it and didn't realize it. Who knows?
It could be the Paradox Reapers,
Yeah,
what it's called.
Actually, when you have, in order to get the quest for close the little ruptors, you have to get that little bubble before. You already got it when you were doing the infiltrators, and now someone talked to the lady, and now you were able to do the small ruptors.
Yeah, I think everybody else may have got them for him.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, well look, we've got a couple of minutes left in this episode. Kazin, what's one more activity we could do before we sign off today?
I'm trying to find Zoom right now. See if we can do Professor Zoom real quick.
Alright, that sounds good to me. While the guys are hunting, maybe we'll have a bit of a sightseeing tour and take out some of these Paradox Reapers here. By the way, Darling Sport, I'm not on a quest at the moment. Is there any benefit to killing these Paradox Reapers? Like, do they drop anything, or do we get XP? I mean, is it fun, or should we just not bother?
No, some of them, they drop loot, and I think occasionally you could be able to get a lockbox from them.
Ooh, okay, like the sound of that.
Yeah, I got a lockbox from one of them, and got a style from it. Yeah, I got a style from it.
It's also an achievement for killing
there's
a certain
also
amount.
feats. There's feats for killing so many of them.
Sounds good. And by the way, our mighty Superzeroes in our group. Oh, look at that! I got a Dandy's dashing hat. Thank you, guys. Anybody spotted any? Oh, and look at this. There we go. Defeat 100 Paradox Reapers, and there's a Steam achievement as well. That is great. Okay, you're absolutely right. This is good. I like achievements. So are you guys basically... Oh my god, what is that? Fair Blitz, what are you carrying around a truck?
It's an oil tanker.
As a terror, you would do that. That was the most ridiculous sight. Here we are having a chat, and all of a sudden, this oil tanker just slides on by, being carried by a pterodactyl. Thank you very much for that, Fair. It's ridiculous.
Fair, that's Gale's idea. Don't steal.
Yes.
Oh yes,
I think Glendy came up with that first.
Oh, that is funny.
I couldn't remember who it was.
That is very. Alright, so have we found any of our world bosses yet?
Nope, still looking.
Let's have a look. Let's have a bit of a tour around ourselves, if I can.
Yeah, take a fly over the whole area.
In fact, you know what? The first thing we've done is found ourselves a nice blue shiny. Yeah, definitely going to grab that. There we go. A briefing. So look,
we could quickly take out Abra and see if Zoom respawns after that.
Okay, let's do that. Is Abra in the same place that they were at the beginning of our episode today?
Abra just respawned again over in the other phase too.
Where is he
Get the
now?
blue that's by Flash's foot, Sambo.
Yes, just got that one. Thank you. There you are. There's Darling. Thank you.
There's also usually one by the 7 News.
Oh, 7 News. Yep, I see.
If we can't find him, we could always.
It's under
you could
the
always just
helicopter landing pad.
Sometimes he also appears by the entrance.
There we go. Thank you, Mind Blaster. Mind Blaster showing me the way there. Got the blue. Thank you.
If we can't find him, we could always go over the special Central City R&D
Sambo,
stuff.
come on top of the museum.
Top of the museum.
I'm standing next to another clue.
This is good.
Try and find some exobits so you can get one of the super speed ones.
Right on top.
Oh, hello, Darling Spawn. This is good. Do you know what we might have to do is come back for another episode here and get you guys to show us where every single one is, because we've run out of time. But has Abra spawned anywhere?
Abra has, but we need to zoom.
Oh, there's one underneath the museum, kind of.
Whereabouts is Abra? And that way, I guess, folks, we can have another beatdown just before we finish off the episode. So who can take me to Abra?
Somebody's already fighting him, and I think he's already gone.
Oh, really? Let's follow our team members on the mini-map, maybe.
Where was he? By the tanker?
He was at the entrance in the other phase.
Yep, it's the phase that I am. Actually, I'm fighting it.
In the other phase?
Yep.
So what's the other phase that you're talking about there, by the way, Kazin?
Well, the game has different phases for population control.
Oh.
And so what I did is I jumped over to that other phase to see if the bounties were over there.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Outside the Flash Museum. That is an awesome-looking building, by the way. What we might do is head back to the Flash statue here, and
I found an exobit.
There we go. And look at who is that carrying a Fair Blitz is now carrying a truck. Maybe we'll gather with the Superzeroes here, and we'll be back to say our goodbyes. We'll be right back. And here we go, folks. We're all done in our first adventure in Central City. That was a whole bunch of fun. That is awesome. And what a great reason to get the DLC pack. By the way, Darling Spore, as you stand next to us there, what is that? What have you got on your hands? What was that? What was that?
What, my costume?
Well, actually, we'll ask you about your costume in a second. But no, they were glowing. You had, like, zappy hands.
Oh, that's, I believe that's one of the controllers that are in our group.
Electricity.
Yeah, electricity.
It was me.
Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you very much. You're making all of us have glowy hands. That's fantastic. And yeah, speaking of, you've got another fantastic outfit on there, by the way, darling. So what are those gloves and belt? I mean, you've got a theme going on there. What are the gloves?
The gloves is actually part of the top. It's the Archangel top.
Gee, that doesn't happen very often, does it, where they're matched like that? That's really cool. If someone wanted to get that, where could they get it from?
You know, quite honestly, I don't even know where I picked it up.
Reactor core vendor, PvP vendor.
It's the most basic PvP set.
That is great. And by the way, Kazin, just before we started filming there, if we have a look at you and Zap, you've got, what's with these boots? Are they the special Flash boots? Tell us about those, Kazin.
Well, the boots I have is called the Journeyman boots. It's a rare drop from the vault. It gives you super speed.
Do you know what, guys? I've never had a rare drop out of the vault, ever. Not once. I feel ripped off. That's terrible. Maybe one day. But look at this, folks. Here we are. This was Central City. I'd like to thank all of the Superzeroes that came along here to help us out. This is our very first time. And of course, it was all a little bit confusing for me. But especially Illuma, Living Dusk, Darling Spore, Fair Blitz, Zap, Our Natural, and Kazin, who are in my group. Thank you. And thank you to everyone else who was on voice chat as well and was offering up advice throughout all of that. I don't know about you guys. What do you reckon? I think we need to come back here a few times because, I mean, I think, Jack Turnbull, we've got a number of things we could do in here, right? I mean, we've got all the daily quests, but what else could we do if we came back here?
You could do bounties, open world bounties. You could do the small ruptures. Like there's a ton of content that you can do here.
Yeah, all right. I think we're definitely going to be wanting to come back. So what do you reckon, Superzeroes? Will you have me back here in Central City one day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
Welcome anytime.
Sounds good to me. All right, we got to get out of here. We're running out of time. Thank you guys for watching. Certainly hope you enjoyed this episode. And of course, if you do have the Lightning Strikes DLC pack, you definitely need to get yourself in here. If you don't, I highly recommend you buy it because this is a ton of fun indeed. By the way, look at that. Who's that? Fair Blitz. There he is with the D20 and
who else would it be?
That's right. You know what? We thought we might get through an episode without the D20, but no, there it is. Anyhow, guys and gals, we need to get out of here. Thank you very much. Certainly hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and Blaze Purple, and everyone here, as I say, take care. We will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later. Is that what you want to get?